Okay, I'm with Arnell Thomas, one of our local residents in Harmsworth, and Leo Murray from Plain Stupid. Leo, tell us what we're doing here today.
This is the launch of the Adopt a Resident scheme, which is a joint project between Plain Stupid and the residents of Harmsworth, Harlington and Sipson. The idea is that groups, or affinity groups, which is how they're known, of direct action climate activists will adopt residents or households who are saying there's absolutely no way I'm ever leaving to make way for Third Runway, and they will help them to defend their homes, and the residents will help the activists to do action, whatever form that may take, in the coming years. Hopefully it will never come to actually getting in the way of bulldozers, but if it does come to it, we'll be here.
Arnell, this is your village. We're in St Mary's Church Hall. How confident are you now that we'll win this campaign?
Well, I think we're going to win this campaign because I think the government has probably run out of time, and BA said they are not going to start until the end of next year, so it will be too late. However, I agree entirely with yourself when you said we want to stop it completely. I mean, we've got 67 million people flying out of Heathrow every year. I think it is enough, and people have got to be reasonable and reassess their values. So we're very happy with the airport as it is now, but we say no more. And with the climate camp, with all the people who've joined us, I said, yes, we can.
Well said, Arnell.
Thanks a lot. How determined do you think people are, both of you?
I think people are very determined. I think we have... The problem really is that the 646 MPs who were democratically elected were not allowed to vote on it, and the Prime Minister of this country is not democratically elected. So it is not a democratic process, and therefore we'll do what we can within the legal framework to actually oppose the Spanish bulldozers. I've just found out actually last week that Spain is not even in the G20, so they're not going to be in Thursday at Canary Wharf.
Leo, how determined do you think people are?
So determined. You only have to look at the number of people that signed up to own some of Greenpeace's airplot. It's like 50,000 people now, and that, I think, if we get a small fraction of that signing up to adopt residents, we're talking about thousands of people who are prepared to get in the way of bulldozers. I think that Heathrow is going to become the iconic site of struggle against climate change. We absolutely cannot live with a third runway at Heathrow. The scientists are completely clear about this. We can't have a third runway and still reduce emissions in line with the science. So, we're not going to allow it to be built. It's as simple as that.
This is a unique coalition between environmental campaigners and environmental campaigners at the local level whose homes are threatened, and I think that's the strength of this campaign. We'll win, won't we?
We are.
Most definitely.
We are, definitely. And I think the credit crunch actually is going to force people to reassess their values. And when the audacity of the Secretary of State Jeff Hoon, who actually gave us 90 seconds to make our case about 3 weeks ago, and has the audacity to say that the government's duty is to actually let people fly as much as possible, is just ridiculous. I'm not going to give my home up. And my husband, who's 87, having to be thrown out of his home because Gordon Brown and Jeff Hoon want to have extra runway at Heathrow.
It's a strange idea, isn't it, that it's their duty to make sure that people can fly as much
What
as
about
they
my
want.
human rights duty? My human rights?
Exactly. People are not going to give their homes up, and we're not going to give our planet up either.
No.
Thanks for all that you're both doing. That's fantastic.
Thank you very
for your
much
support,
indeed. Thanks
John.
for your support.
Good.